Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own custom sign using wood, well, a wooden sign that's already assembled, a marker, a pencil, and a pen. So I got this wood from Target. I bought it online. I was looking through a lot of different signs because I wanted to make my father a sign for Christmas. However, I was looking into getting one made and sent, and they're very expensive. So instead, I made my own for an affordable rate. The wooden sign that I ordered wasn't that expensive, and then I already had the other supplies. I didn't like the color of the sign. I wanted it to look more of like a darker wood. It would match better in my father's kitchen. So I used my Arteza Everblend premium art markers. I have the skin tones set, and I used color number A625 to do this. So yeah, I just used that marker and colored it in to my pleasing, and then I used a graphite pencil, and I just started creating where the text should go. I'm not great at lettering, so I'm actually surprised I got this all on like the first go. Usually my lettering ends up being kind of like slanted or just not centered enough. But yeah, what I did was I went onto my computer and I typed in the message that I wanted on the sign, which for me was TGIBF, thank God it's Brownie Friday. And I typed it in on Google Drive, and then I picked a font that I wanted to kind of mimic. So I used Times New Roman. That's my favorite font of all time. But I used that font, and then I just kind of looked on my laptop for reference of what the text looked like that way. I wanted this to be kind of a more, not like professional, but just not looking as though I made it, if that makes sense. I wanted it to look more polished, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So to me, Times New Roman kind of gives that polished font look, so I used that. And yeah, I just sketched out the words in graphite, and after that, I colored them in with pen. So some things that I've noticed from working on this surface is that I didn't prime the surface. I just ordered the wood as is, and it worked out pretty fine. The marker absorbs just how I wanted it to because it gives this kind of like streakiness that looks like wood, whereas if it just was flat, it wouldn't have really given the look I was looking for. I wanted it to be a darker brown because the sign is thank God it's Brownie Friday because my dad makes brownies every Friday. So I wanted the sign itself to kind of look like a big brownie, if that makes sense. So that's why I ended up changing the color. But if you're making your own sign, it's totally up to you what color you want to use. I was choosing between doing marker to do the color and acrylic paint. And I'm really glad that I ended up using my Everblend art markers from Arteza because it gave the perfect finish that I was looking for, and it didn't take super long. It depends how you define super long. I mean, obviously this entire video is sped up. The thing about wood is that it's so absorbent that it does take longer. So doing the background itself, I think that took an hour, like coloring it, and then everything else, like I think I spent a total of 5 to 6 hours on this entire sign because if you're looking, I'm using my Arteza 0.5 millimeter point black rollerball pens, and they're extra fine point, so it's very small, so it takes a long time just to color in one letter. When I started, I was going down the letters, and then once I got here, I realized it doesn't really matter which direction I apply the pen in because you can't tell once it's dried. I was afraid that it would look askew, but that wasn't the case. You might have just seen my cousin in the corner, Sasha. I was like opening her Snapchat story when I was doing this. But yeah, I sped it up a bit for you guys here just because you get the point. But yeah, if you're trying to make your own sign, you can save a lot of money just by buying a wooden sign that's already constructed, that's customizable. Like I said, I got this one for Target. I don't remember the exact price. I don't imagine that it was more than $15. But yeah, this is the finished product. Let me know in the comments what you would put on your sign to go in your kitchen, like if you were making a sign. Yeah, I think my dad's gonna hang this up in his kitchen because I basically text him every Friday to remind him it's Brownie Friday, don't forget to make brownies. For my brothers, it's just a thing they do. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.